So today I would like to have a look at Viridian. Viridian is a beautiful blue-green color. So it's a green that leans towards the cold side, towards blue. For this I will compare two different Viridian. The first one is from Utrecht and the second one is from Rembrandt. Both use PG18, pigment green 18. So I heard by many artists that if you use Viridian on your palette, you absolutely need to use Rembrandt Viridian, and I never had an answer why we should use Rembrandt Viridian. What's the difference between Rembrandt Viridian and other manufacturer? One of the difference that I can notice is that the price of Utrecht Viridian is around $14–15. The price of Rembrandt Viridian is between $18 or $22 depending on the period of time I buy the color. But the price of Viridian in other manufacturer can go up to $50. So I have no idea why is that. I would love to have an answer. And I would love to have an answer. If you know better than me, please comment below. So I will create 3 swatches per brand. The first swatch is to show you the color mass tone, so the color out of the tube. The second swatch is trying to show you the transparency of the color. And the third swatch is the color mixed into the white. I use a Utrecht white, which is a white that is mixed between titanium white and zinc white. Viridian pigment is a semi-transparent pigment, so there's something a little weird here is that the Utrecht Viridian, it says on the tube label, it says semi-opaque, the only example that I have, because the other Viridian, it says semi-transparent. And even though it sounds the same, semi-transparent or semi-opaque, if the manufacturer makes a difference between semi-opaque and semi-transparent, in my opinion, there's a reason. I don't know this reason, but there is probably a reason. So I don't know if that's gonna make a difference in the result of this test. But this I will say that it was important to notify you that there is a difference there. And as you can see, the first 2 swatches are almost similar in the 2 brands. So the mass tone, the color mass tone, and the transparency appears very similar in both brands. But where the difference will start to be noted is mixed into the white. So you will see that when I start to mix the Rembrandt Viridian into the white, that's where the biggest difference appears. Even though the difference is not gigantic, and especially on the screen, I'm not sure you can see the difference as clear as I was seeing it in real life. Because even in real life, the difference was not gigantic. It was not like something so shocking. But it's true, I kept trying to think of a word to describe my feeling when looking at both color mixed into the white. And I will say that the difference that I can feel when I look at the Rembrandt Viridian is that there is something more intense when it's mixed into the white. When you look at the Utrecht right now mixed into the white, it looks duller, it leans more towards blue, I will say, and it's also slightly duller. It's like slightly more gray than the Viridian than the Rembrandt Viridian mixed into the white. The Rembrandt Viridian mixed into the white succeed keeping the intensity. I will say intensity might be the wrong word, but there's something that the Rembrandt Viridian doesn't lose when mixed into the white. And I really try hard to find the same value to have an accurate comparison. I'm sorry it's not perfectly accurate, I tried my best. I think it's accurate enough to have an idea of what each tube provides. I will say that with that result, I know the difference is not gigantic, but as the price difference is not gigantic neither, I will keep using the Rembrandt Viridian. Both, I didn't mention that, but both paint handles very well. Both brands are very buttery. It's a buttery feeling when I mixed with my palette knife. Both brands are very enjoyable to work with. The only difference I notice in that test was really when I mixed the color into the white. As I'm constantly looking for the best color to put on my limited palette, my go-to palette that I use en plein air and that I use also in my studio. I'm trying to try to find the best limited palette for that, so I'm constantly looking for colors that I'm not completely satisfied with yet. And I will say the next color I'm probably gonna compare is I'm still looking for a replacement for alizarin crimson that gives me satisfaction. I'm not satisfied yet, so this is something that's gonna come on the channel. And also my cold blue that I'm not completely satisfied with, the cobalt blue. It's a perfect color, but it's just very expensive, so if I can find a cheaper color to replace it, I will be very happy. So if that's something you like, please make sure to subscribe, share, comment, and put a like on this video. That's very helpful to the channel.